Hi everyone, I'm Veann. I'm the project IC for the Robertson Opus. So here we are today at the showroom. This is not the actual site. The actual site is actually at the former Robertson Walk. So as I stood here for a good reason, I think this is a good anchor point for everyone. If you remember at Robertson Walk, there was a infamous wine connection. This is actually the spot here. So I think if you bring your clients on site, this would be a good location to start. This is the drop-off point at Unity Street. We are flanked by Mohammed Sultan and Merbau Road. So in terms of facing, we have basically the Mohammed Sultan facing, which gives you an unblocked view. Over on this side to my left, I have UE Square, the residences, and to my right, we have UE Square, the mall. Okay, it's a short distance from here, about 400 meters to Fort Canning MRT exit A. Then to our right, we have Merbau Road, which has two hotels, the Robertson Quay Hotel and we have Robertson House. Okay, as I introduced earlier, this development is actually a redevelopment. It's an own land. So on the top, we have 348 residential units, starting from the studio units to our 4-bedroom. To date, as we speak, the 4-bedroom is fully sold. The 3-bedroom premium, we have 1 units, but we have still a plenty of suites, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom choice units. The 3-bedroom dual flex is also one of its kind in its area. We will take a visit later. Okay, what's interesting also about the area is having retail components just below on the street level and basement 1. We have 26 retail units, a mixture of F&B and retail. So when you take your clients here, there's a few key points that I want you to remember and you highlight to them. The first, this being a mixed development, is brand new and with a 999-year leasehold, as good as freehold. Second, we are actually 400 meters to the Fort Canning MRT, which is really rare to get a freehold and a mixed development that is walking distance to MRT. And the third, you must remember that we have the Singapore River because we carry a Robertson Quay address location. So in Singapore, we have 3 quays. We have Boat Quay, Clarke Quay, and Robertson Quay. Of the 3 quays, we have the widest river view. Okay, and to add on this point in terms of supply, currently based on SingStat 2022, we only have 3,570 units of dwellings in the area, which means that there's very limited supply because it's lesser than Lentor, lesser than Pasir Ris or Tampines, right? So if we add on 348 units plus 400 units from River Green and also 400 plus units from Parcel B, you are also still expecting sub 4,000 units of household here. So it is a rare opportunity to enter into Robertson Quay. As mentioned earlier, we have 4 showroom type. We have a suite, we have a 2-bedroom plus study, we have the 3-bedroom dual flex, and we have a 3-bedroom premium. Okay, so this unit that I'm standing here right now is the suites. The suite is a studio, is alike to a hotel room, as you can see. The plus point for this unit is the really high ceiling. It's 3.225 meters, okay, with a really wide frontage, about 4 meters. You can check in the sales kit. And what I think really appreciate about what the developer did is actually to build the cabinets all the way to the ceiling. You can see that for the wardrobes as well as for the kitchen cabinetry as well. Okay, it has a really wide entryway. On top of that, we also have on the floorings large format tiles. Okay, and in the bathrooms, you will be able to observe the large one-piece tile that they use for the walls and the floors. So this suite is actually 431 square feet, which is very sizable. Only one facing is outward facing, but you will face the village residences service apartment. So personally for me, the 2-bedroom plus study layout type at the Robertson Opus, this particular show flat unit is the most popular for a good reason. So it is a dumbbell layout, and because of its dumbbell layout, you get 2 en-suites. Unlike your conventional units, we also have them, the 721 square feet 2-bedroom units. They are rooms side by side, which you normally see. Okay, the plus point that I usually highlight for the 2 plus study here is actually the bedroom sizes. The smaller units that we get here is for the room size is 9 square meter. So this is 9 square meter, 4 square meters. Okay, so it's a really good size with an dual entryway. And in the master, it's also very sizable. We have 11 square meters and 5 square meters for the bedroom. So the rooms we've kept in very good size. And the bonus part for this particular layout is actually the extra study here, which is about 4 square meter. It's a very good size. You can still fit a built-in Murphy bed if you like, a study desk, or even expand your wardrobe here. Okay. One more thing to highlight is, of course, the semi-enclosable kitchen is a good size. Okay, you can fit a party of 3 or 4, no problem, with built-in fridges, the induction hood, as well as a hob. Okay, for this layout type, it's actually very interesting. If you want to show your client the one bedroom, I would use this layout as opposed to the suite, because you can show one side of the bedroom, which is the master, along with this. So basically, you cut off the second bedroom. This is almost equivalent to the one bedroom size. Okay, that will be a good way. For the two bedroom type, we actually have a slightly smaller layout, which is 689 square feet facing Mohammed Sultan. It will be this exact layout without this study that you saw just now. Okay, so I think this layout is very modular, very easy for you to use this to compare to all the small unit types. As we earlier introduced, this is the 3 bedroom dual flex units. It's only 990 square feet. So it is our only 3 bedroom type that doesn't come with an enclosed kitchen. Okay, the enclosed kitchen, if it's not important for buyers, I think this layout is very nice because the living and dining combined is about 38 square meters. So it's very sizable. And what I noticed is also the window here that you have. Wow, 1 So this is the 3 bedroom dual flex unit. It's 990 square feet. So the plus point for this unit, as how I would sell it, is for a person who doesn't require a enclosable kitchen. As you can appreciate, it's an open concept kitchen, but it's very good for hosting. You can fit a party of 12 or 14 or more, no problem. Okay. And if you notice that longish design for the living dining, this space is around 38 square meters. It's a very sizable amount. This is ID. So you can imagine a huge party, if you love to host, this will be a suitable layout. On top of that, I really appreciate the I shape, if you like, long galley kitchen that they have here, because if you do have a lot of guests, you can also convert this into a dishwasher space. Okay. The other highlight that I usually would bring upon is actually the sizes of the room. If you go to a conventional layout where the rooms are side by side, usually you have an unusually large master of, say, 12 to 15 square meters, followed by two common rooms that could be equal or equal size, usually about 8 to 9 square meters. But for this particular layout, my master is actually 12 square meters, my common room is 9 square meters, and I have another junior master that is 11 square meters, very similar in size that you saw in my 2 plus study. So the highlight for this house would be a nice area for hosting, very good bedroom size, and in stack 27 and 26, you can have a pocket view towards the river. On a further view, you will see River Place. What I also appreciate for this layout, even if they have or converted this into a dishwasher space, you notice there's no additional space for your washer and dryer. It is nicely tucked here at the entryway, for you to do laundry away from the rest of the household. This is not common because usually you will see both of these machine or even just one machine in the kitchen itself. Yeah. Just to avoid confusion for buyers, this is a dual flex unit, meaning that both our rooms have dual access or dual entry into the bathroom. You can see it like a dumbbell 3 bedroom layout, but it is not a dual key. The developer doesn't want us to sell this as a dual key because it was never intended to be a dual key. Okay? So we are now at my 3-bedroom premium. This is of course the crowd favorite. We only have one unit of this layout type available for sale on the second floor, 0212. Is outward facing towards UE Square residences. So on the low floor, you have a little bit of greenery view because UE Square is a little bit of a low rise and then it inclines upwards. So for clients who are looking for space, this is the perfect unit for you. The entryway is from this side, you have quite a short entryway without any foyer, saving some space. But the main highlight for this layout is actually the open concept kitchen. If you have seen in the market, most of the 3-bedroom premium and above comes with an enclosed kitchen. So that means that you get dark kitchens, right? In this Robertson Opus, we don't have that problem because it's fully enclosable and as well as openable. So this kitchen here has a very unique feature. It has a sliding door. The rails are top hung. It's a designer brand called Rima Desio Italian. Okay, so you can also slide it all the way open or close it all the way. It comes with a telescopic optical view. Simply put, you are able to see your own reflection in the mirror and you won't walk into the glass. Okay, the countertop that we have here is also a modular system by Ernesto Media. You see this very popular now in places like One Per Bank, Veann. They use the same brand. So it's modular, meaning it comes assembled in a modular shape. So you have one piece here, one piece here, and then of course the glass cabinets also come with the same brand. So if you wish to add on, you can go to Ernesto Media and buy the modular system to stack on. What's also interesting about this design is actually this kitchen organizer set. They are also modular, right? Okay, you can add or remove. It comes with appliances such as the wine chiller, the cooker hood and hob, the full-fledged oven. And because this is the premium unit, unlike the typical units that you've seen just now, you basically get a massive upgrade. You get full marble floorings. The appliances are all upgraded to Vizuc, okay, from Liber. And of course, in the sanitary fittings, you will see that they have upgraded from Hans Grohe to Axor. Okay, so the features that you saw just now at the 3-bedroom dual flex has nothing to be shout about. You have a commercial grade looking one here by Vizuc with the same drawer freezer. Okay, there are two layouts of this type. For this layout type, the only difference is actually the entryway of the helper's room. This being, if you like, to my right, and then the other design being horizontal the other way. Okay, let's take a look at the bedrooms. The bedrooms is really interesting also. For this particular unit or bedroom, they've taken down the walls, but just to give you a view of how it looks like, it's the same 9 square meters that you've seen in all our bedrooms. As I reminded everyone just now, we don't have small bedrooms here. All our bedrooms are the smallest 9 square meter. So this is one cutout to show you if you tear it down. Okay, interestingly, you've seen it torn down here because as I mentioned earlier, this is own land. They are not subjected to the post-harmonization rules. So if you like, yes, this is pre-harmonized and you can take down walls. So if you wish to have a sizable 2-bedroom, this is 1152, you can choose to take down this wall and make this a really large size 2-bedroom as well. Okay, likewise, you can see a perfectly normal 9 square meter bedroom, very sizable. You can put a queen size with a nice floor to ceiling glass window panels. The toilets, as I mentioned, the sanitary fittings got an upgrade. So you have Axor, you have Duravit, okay, with a nice gold trimming. Okay, and I think the highlight for this layout is that it's not just a 3-bedroom, it's a 3 plus study. So this is 5 square meters and this is 15 square meters. So this layout type is identical to the 4-bedroom, which is no longer available for sale or fully sold. The difference is for the 4-bedroom, the door is actually repositioned this way. Okay, so for the 4-bedroom size, you have 21 square meters, which is actually exactly the same to our 3-bedroom, 15, 5, and 1, a total of 20 square meters or 21 square meters, right? So the nice thing about the 15 square meters, you can actually see the space. Okay, you can fit easily a European queen with even a side dresser. Okay, and of course the bathroom, really nice, polished look with windows because they are all corner units. The cabinets are locally assembled but it has a nice finish as well. Then you can take a look. Okay, enough for dresses as well as handbags. And with the extra study, you have the choice of making it an expanded walk-in wardrobe or fit a baby cot as you wish, or even use it as a study. Okay, so that's about it. Wraps up our tour here at the Robertson Opus. See you soon.